It's no longer news that Nigerians want to protest on 1st of August against bad government. And it's equally no longer news that the presidency is accusing Mr. Peter Obi of masterminding the protest. According to them, Peter Obi is angry that he lost the 2023 general election, and so his supporters are going on out to protest against the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in order to overthrow his government. Rather looking at the demand that the protesters are demanding from the federal government, which include end bad government. Of course, we are currently experiencing inflation, hunger, insecurity, unemployment, out of school children in our land. Rather than addressing those things, they want to address it with propaganda. You all saw how the people in the north were telling the northerners not to protest against the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that protest is haram, and the northerners revolted against their imams. Some imams told them that it is the Igbos that are planning this protest, and they know why they are doing all this thing. They want to turn the Igbos against the northerners, and in a larger scale, P2B against the northerners. But however, the northerners, they are coming out to debunk the propaganda that P2B is responsible for this protest. Madi Shehu, who is a core tribalist, I mean, this man is a tribal bigot. During the last election, I know what he said about Peter Obi, especially the propaganda that there was somebody step upon the Nigerian flag. This man went on Arise TV and said that it was Peter Obi's son that stepped on that Nigerian flag. He used all manner of propaganda. He's a PDP man, but the man has come out to debunk that Peter Obi is not responsible for this protest. He has told the federal government that any attempt to arrest Mr. Peter Obi is going to be suicidal. Now, I'm going to play you the video. He spoke in Hausa, but before that, let me give you a brief description of what the man is telling the federal government. For non-Hausa speakers, the video translates thus: Peter Obi is not responsible for Tinubu failures. Peter Obi is not responsible for insecurity. Obi is not responsible for hunger, poverty, and penury. Obi is not responsible for the ground borrowing and stealing. Accusing Peter Obi and Obedient of planning or inciting funding the upcoming hunger protest is both dangerous and disingenuous. It is also a panic approach in solving serious issues. FGM must look inward and make all the necessary amends and adjustments if they want peace. Contemplating arresting Peter Obi is a measure called risky political gamble, midnight casino, and elected suicide.
Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wannan fitowa na taken babu ruwan Peter Obi da magoya bayansa akan zanga-zanga. Kakakin Bola Ahmed Tinubu, wato Onanuga, ya shaida ma 'yan Najeriya ta hanyar kafofin watsa labarai da yawa cewa wai idan an samu wata tarzoma ko an samu wani tashin hankali ko an samu wani abu da ke da sosarai a lokacin da za a gudanar da zanga-zanga yiwuwa a Najeriya, to wai sun ce Obi ne da magoya bayansa dama ke shirya wannan abun. Wannan abun ya zo kamar al'amari na wasan kwaikwayo. Shi fa wanda ya ikirari sai ya kawo hujja. Ba kawai ka kayi kirari ba hujja ka tsammanin mutane yara ne. An wuce wannan matsayin. Muna jira gwamnatin tarayya ta kawo hujjoji ƙwarara waɗanda za a iya bincika a tabbatar cewa lalle Obi da mutanen shi su ne ke shirya wannan zanga-zanga. In ba haka ba, kawai dundumi ne aka samu na mutum ya rasa makaman mulki yana neman wanda zai ce, yana neman wanda zai yi blaming. Ba Obi bane ba yasa kuka firgici. Ba Obi bane ba yasa kuka rude akan mulki. Ba Obi bane ba yasa kuke rancen kuɗi gabas da yamma, kudu da arewa, dare da rana, safe da murice. Ba Obi bane ba ya kare tattalin arzikin ƙasa. Ba Obi bane ba yasa kuka firgice, kuka rude, kuka dugunzuma. Babu ruwan Obi. Dama wanda da ya jawo ruwa shine ruwa ke duka. Kada a ɓoye ta bayan wannan zargin a ci mutuncin mabiya Obi ko a ci mutuncin Obi idan zanga-zanga ta nasara. Zanga-zanga ta lumana, ta neman haƙƙi, ta ankarar da shugabanni, an ganta a tarihi, musamman a tarihin Najeriya, an ganta a tarihin rayuwa ta Bola Tinubu, an ganta a tarihin rayuwar Buhari da makarrabansa, an ganta a rayuwar mutane da yawa. Malaman addini mun ga sun yi zanga-zanga, addinin musulunci da addinin Kirista a da kila a lokacin nan ayoyi ba su bayyana masu ba, yanzu kuma suna cewa wasu da suna cewa ka ayi, kila sun samu sabon wahayi wanda mun san duk wanda ya ce amma wahayi ƙarya yake yi. Saboda haka babu ruwan Obi, ba ruwan magoya bayan Obi. In kana da maciji a gidanka a ƙurya ɗaki a ƙarƙashin filo, kai ne ka kai shi.
According to him, it was important for him to speak in Hausa so that he can communicate on a larger scale to his Hausa people, and most of them, they've gotten the message, because what the federal government is intending to do is to set up Mr. P2B against the Hausa people. You know, Shetima is an Hausa man, so what they are trying to do is to tell you that P2B wants to overthrow the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu so that he can take over, and overthrowing the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is likewise overthrowing the government of Kashim Shetima. However, this man is not the only person that has come out to speak against the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for trying to incite people against Mr. P2B, because P2B is entirely not responsible for this protest. Isaac Fayose, the brother to Ayo Fayose, has come out to warn the federal government they should not do anything to arrest Mr. P2B. According to him, if they try to arrest Mr. P2B or any attempt that they make to arrest Mr. P2B is going to worsen the situation. So listen to Isaac Fayose.
Federal government, they are blaming Peter Obi for the protests. You know Miss Lai Mohammed, as bad as Buhari government bad reach, Lai Mohammed will still come out and defend this government, but you and defend Buhari's government. But you see people that are handling this government information, from information minister to SA to all of them, they don't know work at all. Country are saying things are hard, which they can feel. Their neighbor can feel it. Their driver can feel it. They know things are hard, even if they are not in that position as minister or SA or anything. They too will be among us, the wallas, where we say things are hard. And they know the truth. Instead to confront the truth, Nigeria needs restructuring so the country can move forward. You are there saying that Peter Obi, they organize, now Peter Obi. If you arrest Peter Obi, it will make your matter worse. The best thing is to look at the way to change the system. Give us new constitution that can accommodate all these problems. But if you are saying that Peter Obi na labor, you na go lose.
Now you've heard them clearly. Nigerians want to protest, and from all indications, they are ready to protest, irrespective of the propaganda that the federal government is using. You saw the National Assembly members, they've slashed their salary by 50%. The federal government donated 20 trucks of rice to each state, and we are hearing that some of the states have not even received their rice, and all these things are propaganda. And all this thing is a means to keep the people away from protesting. You also saw some imams in the north telling the people not to go out to protest, that protest is haram. They are equally saying that the Igbos are the one responsible for this protest, and by extension, Mr. Peter Obi. Now, whatever they are doing, they know what they are doing. That is a fact that they know who Mr. P2B is. P2B is a force. These people know that P2B won the election. They know that they didn't win that election. They stole it. P2B won that election. Because you cannot tell me that people want to protest and you're mentioning Peter Obi. Is it only Peter Obi that contested the last election? You have Atiku Abubakar, you have Kwankwaso. Why are you mentioning Peter Obi? And you say Peter Obi came third. Atiku Abubakar came second. So why are you mentioning P2B? Why are you scared? Is it only P2B supporters that love good government in this country? There is a reason why they are doing all of this thing, and that is because they know that P2B is a force. If you look at what happened in the United States of America, after Trump lost the election, they did everything possible to stop Trump from contesting that election, to the point of even using the court. They said all manner of things against Trump, charging with treasonable felony, but the court vindicated him. And today, when you look at what is happening in the United States of America, Trump is on course to win the next election. Of course, he just read that Joe Biden has dropped out of the race. So Trump is on course to win the election. They did all those things possible because they know that any attempt for Trump to contest that election is going to win that election. That was the reason why they tried everything possible to take him out of the race, to stop him from contesting that election. This is exactly the same thing they are trying to do with Mr. Peter Obi. They know that Peter Obi won that election clean and fair. They know that if Peter Obi contests again in the next election, he's going to win the election, because the same strategy they used the last time, they will not be able to use it again. What they did with INEC was the glitch. Are they still going to use that same glitch? Without that glitch, there is the provision for electronic transmission of result, and I can tell you for a free that political parties, they are going to insist that the next election result will be transmitted electronically. They are going to insist that, because INEC took them by surprise, and there is no how INEC will come out again and tell them that there's a glitch in the system. Absolutely no. So these people, they don't have any excuse again in the next election. So the only thing they have in their hands currently is to take away the force they are scared of, and that is Mr. Peter Obi. That is the reason why they are doing everything possible to paint him a bad name. But thank God for someone like Mr. Peter Obi. Peter Obi has lived his life to be as clean as a mirror. His life is as plain as anything. Someone has been in government, he did. Nobody has accused him of stealing anything. Trust me, if Peter Obi has stolen Anambra State money, by now EFCC would have uncovered it and they would have charged him to court for it. They would have even sent him to jail. Of course, you know the judiciary will send Peter Obi to jail. But because this man is corruption free, he has not stolen any money, they don't have anything against him. That is the reason why they are trying to bring up Trump up charges against him, saying that he is causing treasonable felony against the country Nigeria by organizing a protest. This is somebody that told his supporters not to protest when the election was rigged against them. He told them to calm down. Without Peter Obi, I can tell you there would have been a violent protest in this country. But Peter Obi calmed his supporters down, and he knows why he's doing all those things. And Peter Obi has conducted himself in a very sane manner. He has gone about his business in a respectable way, not trying to cause any issue in the society, because he knows that these people, they are looking for the slightest mistake, slightest error to arrest him. Now that they've not been able to come up with anything, they are now accusing him of planning the protest. And this protest is being planned in the north. It started in the north. And you have someone like Fayose that is, making himself to be the leader of this protest, which is Revolution Now protest. And they're not even talking about Fayose. They're accusing Peter Obi. Is Fayose a Peter Obi supporter? You have Sean Kuti, the son of Fela Kuti, who is equally calling for the protest. You have Deji, who is equally calling for the protest. You have Very Dark Man. These people are calling for the protest. These people are not Peter Obi supporters. How come they are all bringing up this thing and say that it is Peter Obi supporters that are calling for the protest? The reason is simple. They know that with Peter Obi on the ballot box in the next election, it will be very difficult for them to rig the election. So they are doing everything possible to take him out. And I'm so happy that the Northerners, they know the game that these people are playing, and they are insisting that they will protest. Thank God for the man that has come out to tell them that Peter Obi is not responsible. Of course, they know Peter Obi is not responsible for the hunger. Peter Obi is not the president. Bola Tinubu is responsible for the hunger we are currently suffering. Bola Tinubu is responsible for the insecurity we are currently experiencing. Bola Tinubu is responsible for everything we are currently experiencing now. And the protest is against Bola Tinubu. So why is Peter Obi in the mix? Peter Obi is not responsible for any of this. Protest is the fundamental right of every citizen. Even Bola Tinubu, during Goodluck Jonathan days, he called for a protest. He organized a protest. He led a protest against Goodluck Jonathan. No one arrested him. No one gaslighted him. No one used propaganda against him. If the federal government do not want Nigerians to protest, then they should be able to do what Nigerians are asking for. And what are Nigerians asking for? Cut down the cost of governance. Bola Tinubu, you are running a bogus governance, and this is putting a strain on our budget. Reduce the allocation and allowances of the National Assembly. Fix insecurity. Reduce inflation. Nigerians are hungry, they need to eat, and the only way they can eat is when farmers are able to go to farm. And for farmers to go to farm, you need to fix insecurity. This is not a rocket science. This is what every sensible and good leader will do for their people. Do all these things for the people, and Nigerians will not complain. Nigerians are not even the most difficult people to rule on earth. Nigerians are the most resilient. For the fact that they want to protest, it means they've taken enough. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.